People don't really think about victim services until you need them. Nobody thinks they're going to be a victim.
But now, services that people rely on after they've been victims of a crime are under threat. Bree Franklin with the Colorado Coalition Against Sexual Assault says VOCA, or the Victims of Crime Act's federal funding, has dropped sharply in recent years.
The fund has decreased 90% since 2017, and just this last year, it's decreased by half, by 50% from last year.
But with VOCA funds drying up, Franklin says vital services like counseling and crisis intervention are at risk for deep cuts, even program closures.
Yeah, the thought of losing those, I don't know where victims would go then.
So to have this kind of hanging over our head of the possibility of jobs being lost, services being lost, doors being closed, nowhere for victims to go is not okay. That is not an option.
House Majority Leader Monica Duran is working to make sure those services stay in place. She knows how critical they can be.
Survivors, right, that come out the other end, and the only way they can, and me being a survivor myself, the only way I was able to, and others, is having those services there to be able to help them.
Duran is sponsoring a bill that would create a steady source of state funding for victim services through a 9% gun excise tax. If lawmakers approve it, it'll then head to the voters to decide on the November ballot. Duran says they need to fund crime victim services now before they go away.
Unfortunately, sad to say that the dollars have decreased, but the need has not. And this is why we're doing what we're doing. And, just going to work really hard to make sure we can get this across the finish line in November.
That bill has already passed through the House and will head next to the Senate. Rachel Krause, 9 News.
Rachel, thank you.